So, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lumi. I think last video I left off, I was telling you guys about how I was looking for a job, in the middle of searching for a new job in the tech industry. And let's see, my interviews were on Monday. My last video was basically me coming out of the technical interview that I had in the morning, which was extremely stressful. If anyone here has been through a technical interview, it's just like I'd say it's kind of like an oral exam. You know, you're just bombarded with questions about just basically everything you know regarding this job. So, or you know, the science behind the job, I guess. Um, Hence the reason why it's called a technical interview. But yeah, no, the interview after that, I think went much better. Well, one, it was a lot less stressful because it wasn't a technical interview. It was just like a final round kind of interview. It was the fourth one I've had with this company, and it was with 3 of their team members. 2 I already knew from the first interview that I had with them, but the third was a different person. But they were all very cool. You know, they seem very transparent. The company seems very just like forward thinking and I wouldn't say like chill or laid back, but they definitely I think have more of like a tech company mindset. Which can be both a good thing and a bad thing. But yeah, I like their values. I think that's really important when trying to find a new job. It's like trying to find a company that aligns with your personal values. And just also like the working environment. The people also. If you get along with the people, that's a big one, for me at least. Because if I have to go into work and interact with people that I just don't like or don't jive with, it's going to make me do my job a lot worse, and there's going to be more stress. I don't know, it's like you can't focus when you've got that kind of like adversity pitted against you when it doesn't have to be. I mean, we're all there at the end of the day to make a living and survive. So it's just, I never understood when like you know, your coworkers just like try to give you a hard time over things. I understand when it's valid, like okay, if I screw up somewhere and you're mad at me for my screw up, like that's fine. Like I get it. Like okay, fine. I'll give you that. Like you don't have to make a big deal out of it, but um, you know, if it's warranted, that's fair, I guess. Um, but I had one coworker at my last job who he just had like a massive chip on his shoulder, like all the time. And I don't know if it was just because he didn't want to be there or if like this wasn't what he wanted to do. It was just like a job to him. And that's another thing, like in the professional world, like you should bring, like you should go into it with a mindset that like, oh, this is what I want to do with my life. Like I'm not just here to make money. I mean, yes, we all are, but it should be interesting to you. Like your work should be you know, rewarding in a personal way, like you know, to you personally, I mean. And yeah, it shouldn't just be like, oh, I'm here to collect a check and you know, screw everyone around me. Because you can feel that. Like the clients feel it, your coworkers feel it, and then you leave work wondering why. Oh, why? It's like, why does everyone like hate me. It's like you bring it on yourself, kind of. But anyway, this one guy I worked with, I got into like multiple confrontations with him. Nothing like crazy, but like it was just like, uncomfortable. Like one was like I was sitting, well, at my last job we had it was like a hybrid job, so you could go into the office, do your job or do your work there, or you could work from home. And some days, it was mandatory to come in just so that you can talk to management, and they just want to like, I don't know. A lot of corporate places are like, oh, we're all family here, and you know, you need to say hi to us every once in a while. We need to know you're a real person, and blah blah blah, like stupid stuff like that. Um, they don't say that, but it feels like it. But they definitely do say the whole "oh, we're a family" thing here, which is bullshit. But yeah, this one guy, I keep getting sidetracked. I was like sitting in his quote unquote spot, but it's not. There's no designated seating. Like no one has like a real desk. It's just like you come in and you pick a spot, you hook your computer up, and you start working. Like it doesn't matter. And I thought I picked the worst spot, honestly, because it was like my back was to the door. Like anyone who was walking through the office hall could see like what I was doing, and it's like I'm in a super exposed, you know, spot, right? It just seems unfavorable. And he was like, "You're in my spot, dude." And he started like huffing and puffing at me, and I'm like, mind you, I was setting something up for a client like that required me to like have all this computer junk on the computer, on the desk, and like I had all this crap just like everywhere. And it wasn't just like, oh, I'm sorry, man, like I'll move, it's just a laptop, you unplug it. No, it was like I had all this stuff laid out. So it was like a real hassle. And I pushed back. I was like, no, man, can you try any other spot? He's like, no, none of the other spots work for my computer. I don't know why. Blah blah blah. And I'm just like, are you serious, dude? Like, he got so mad. And mind you, I'm just like baffled. I'm sitting there like, is this dude for real? Like, I couldn't believe what he was telling me. And he gets up and walks over to our boss. And so I'm like, the office is super small, so you can hear through the walls basically. But my old boss had like this weird he had this like weird desk setup where it was like he was like in the hallway and he had no door, so it was like anyone could hear him on the phone, and like anyone could hear what he was talking about. It was just so weird and like open. And I heard him like complaining to my boss, and my boss is like, "You gotta figure it out, man." like, like he did not give him the time of day. Like he didn't want to get in the middle of it. It was so funny. And so he comes back and he's like, "You gotta move, man." Like he just goes back to like what he was saying earlier. And at this point, I'm just like, okay, this guy is not budging. I don't want to piss him off. Like he's like one of those dudes. Is like he could come to work the next day and like do something crazy. Like that's how like strange this dude was. Just very volatile. Like you don't want to mess with someone like that because you never know what they're capable of. But I was just like, okay, dude, yeah, fine. Let me pack up my shit, and like I shit you not, like I took my time. I was like slowly packing up the computer shit, moving it like one piece. I mean that's kind of petty, yes, but like I was at that point, I was just so pissed off. I'm like, this is so dumb. Like why do I have to like deal with this? But anyway, that was just like that's a perfect example of just like how the people you work with can really just like either make your life a living hell, or they actually want to like help you out, and you know, they care about you and stuff. And in that sense, I guess it's like, oh, work can be like a family if like people are actually chill and like cool about things. I don't think it's like impossible to have that kind of vibe, but I just hate when a lot of companies just like expect that sort of camaraderie to just happen when you can't just tell people to be like that. You have to earn it. It's like you know, respect is earned kind of thing. It's just like you can't just like make people respect you. It doesn't work like that. I mean, unless maybe you're like in the military or it's like, you know, it's your boss, because then it's just kind of like implied, I guess, and everyone just sort of like kisses up to the leadership. But yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. Yeah. Anyway, I think the job interview went well. I'll keep you guys posted on that. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it's cool. Hopefully it's not crazy. Um, but yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, please give me a like. If you dislike it, dislike it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Subscribe if you want. I'm here just talking about life stuff and ranting about things. So, anyway, catch you later.